This week, Parashat Chayei Sara. At the end of the Parashat, Torah talks about the Bnei Ishmael. Very to the Ishmael and Avraham, Yachad Kollel, Sara and Avraham. Because all of the policy of the world talks about Bnei Ishmael, Arabs, and what's our attitude, and how are we dealing with them. It's interesting to point out what does Torah say about Ishmael. First of all, a few weeks ago, Torah tells us about the birth of Ishmael. Torah says that it's going to be a child, Pere Adam. Wild Adam. Now, Torah says to Hagar, you're going to have a child that's Pere Adam. Now, Mefarshim point out that Pere Adam is not the right grammar. The grammar, first you say noun and then adjective. You say Adam Pere. Why you say Pere Adam? First you say adjective and then you say noun. See, the way that works like this. The noun is the essence of a person. Adjective is the modification. It's a take to modify. Now, usually we say Adam, this person is the Adam, the essence is the Adam, is a human being. Now it happens to be that Pere is wild. But Torah tells us by Ishmael, it doesn't work like that. His essence is a wildness. Pere happens to be human being. But the essence is Pere. What does Pere mean? Hirsch explains. Pere means wild. What does wild mean? There's no regulation. There's no communication. There's no principle that you could establish on and talk. Whatever that you say, something else. You say this way, goes that way. That way, it goes this way. Pere. There is no way that you could make a formula. There is no way that you could make a contract. There is no way that you could build up any type of relationship. Nothing could work. Now, here also it's interesting, this parasha, Torah, Pere Chafhe, Pasuk Yud Gimel, Eleshad Ishmael, Bishmutam Tam, Bechor Ishmael, Bechor Adar Misam. These are Bnei Ishmael, Bishmutam Leturdutam. First of all, Ishmael, Bishmutam, their names. They care very much for their names. What's so big deal about it, Bishmutam? Torah goes out of his way and says Bishmutam, with their names. Now, Mefarshim say, Ishmael always loves to connect himself with Avraham. To say, we are the children of Avraham. Do you know Avraham, such a great person? We are the children, we are the Sara, we are the real offspring of Avraham. And we have the real tradition of Avraham, Bishmutam. Therefore, they are proud of their names to connect it to Avraham Avinu and say that we are Bishmutam Ledordam and we are the son of such a great person, Avraham. Then Torah says, Pasuk Yudalet, listen to Torah. This Rambam says this 1100 years ago, 1000 years ago. Avraham was at that time. Rambam says, if you notice in the names of Bnei Ishmael, says Umishma, Veduma, Umasa. Very interesting. These are the names of Bnei Ishmael. No, Mishma, Duma, Umasa. What does Mishma mean? Mishma comes from the word of Shemia, listen. Duma means be quiet, quietness. Masa means buried. Unbelievable. Rambam says the only thing that we could do with Ishmael is listen, no communication. Keep silent. Because your word goes nothing. Pere Adam is the wild Adam. You cannot communicate, you cannot do. Okay, that would have been enough. But it says, no, more than that. Mahsa, bear it. He does things that the only thing that you could do, you should bear it. Because that's the thing that he would do, and finally Mashiach would come after that. In other words, there is nothing that you could do. That's something, what does bear mean? If somebody does something that you could stop it, you stop it, you don't bear it. Means that he does something makes you helpless. You can't do anything about it. There is nothing that could be done about it. Bear it. And once you bear it, then little by little, you come out. And the apostle says, at the end of the parasha says, he says that Ishmael comes, and in front of in the face of all of his brothers, Nafal. Now, Rashi says, what does Nafal mean? Shachen, he dwelled. He dwelled in the face of all of his brothers, Ishmael. Now, Nafal has two meanings. One meaning is shachen, dwell. One meaning of nafal is to fall down. Now here the pasuk says, Ele toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham. The pasuk after that, toldot Yitzchak Avraham. In other words, the toldot of Yitzchak ben Avraham, which is the toldot. This is Ele toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham. Avraham already Yitzchak. Yitzchak ben Avraham Shana that had, the Torah goes on to say that he has Yaakov and Esau. Therefore, in other words, till now is Shachem. But Bezat Hashem, at the time of Mashiach, Yisrael Michdela, Baratun Sebasam Levetod Yitzchak, Lomar, Keshi Pol Ishmael, Ba'achrat Yamim, Azra ben David Shu, Metodod Yitzchak. When Ishmael falls in Achrat Yamim, then Yitzchak ben David, then Ben David would flourish, Shu, Metodod Yitzchak. Therefore, at then Baraturim says that when in the future, when the tribe of Ishmael, Ba'achrat Yamim, therefore, Nabi also says, in the future, the Malchut of Ishmael would fall, and once it falls, then the Malchut of Israel, Mashiach would come about.